My prayers, all the families are affected in all these shootings that have been happening in Chicago. The two little girls from the north side, just everybody affected. The kids' moms, like everybody that's affected. I think it's time that we try to do something together. Chicago people, we're tough and we ride together, you know. The only time we split up is when the White Sox and the Cubs play. But other than that, we stick together. If you go to any other state, and you're from Chicago, we sit together, we ride together. I mean, why then can't we come together to try and make a difference? There's some people out there in the trenches, man. Don't hate on them. Don't hate on them, because people are out there trying to make a difference.
Cartel got me working for the big faces. Federale got my car full of brick cases. Hit the pen with a grin, there ain't no faking. I was picked to my back for my shoelaces. Got out, should've seen the look on they faces. All jealous cause your boy stacking hella paper. Set up by the crew, they done put a banger in the trunk of my car and left me to hang there. No thing, then attorney went and beat the case. Got a job digging holes for minimum wage. Had a dream that Cato said he proud of me. Stay here, don't leave, keep doing your thing. Quit the drugs, but you know I went back to selling, 6-time failing. I went back to prison, got my head right, got my bread right. Push these weights like a kilo in a tailpipe. Trying to do right, I got a mission. Trying to give back to my boys in the prison. The old me's gone, I ain't never.
Hey, what's up guys? My name's JC. I am raw and strong. If you're not familiar with my story, grew up in Southside Chicago. Got a lot of gun cases, hung around with a lot of bad people. I use my small platform to get my message out there. I don't talk about what's trending or what's like. I'm not a news reporter, so I'm not gonna report on like what's going on. I use my small platform to actually get my message out and hopefully help somebody like me make a decision, make a better decision, and hopefully it won't go down the road that I went down. My name's JC, I am Raw and Strong. Let's get into this video. If you're part of my crew, mi familia, mi raza, you already know what time it is. Súbanse a la Suburban, we about to take a ride. I'm pretty sure guys that you've heard it from everyone. If you grew up in Chicago and you're actually from Chicago, because a lot of people like to say, you know, I'm from Chicago, but they live out in like Naperville, you know what I mean? I'm talking about in the city, and I'm talking about like, we also have bad areas like in the suburbs out in Illinois. So that's why I say it like that. I'm gonna talk about the two brothers that are being charged now with murder and attempt murder of two Chicago cops. My 2 cents pretty much, you know, because I seen a lot of families are damaged because of this. A lot of families are hurt right now and grieving, you know. As you guys know, I was in Chicago not too long ago, and I seen a lot of my friends that are we call them neutrons in Chicago, that don't gangbang, don't hang around with nobody, were carrying guns, and they felt like they needed to carry guns in order to be safe. Now, I've told you guys that Chicago's always been very, very bad when it comes to gun violence. Always. I don't know why it took so long for it to like hit the newspapers or what, but you know, it seemed like LA was always on the news or on the newspapers, you know, 80s, 90s, with all the shootings and everything that the gangs were having over there. But it was happening in Chicago. It's getting out of control. This has been since day one, since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I felt that I needed to work all summer to buy a gun. Now, when I talk about this stuff, I try to see the outside window. You know, I try to stand on the outside and look at both sides, and sometimes there's three sides to a story. I never try to defend nobody about doing something bad or like it's not my thing. My thing is creating change. So there has to be a solution to this in order for us to be able to create a change. My condolences to that officer, to both officers. Obviously, they were doing their job. People like to talk shit and say, well, why did they pull him over? Why this? Why that? There's a million reasons. Expired tags, no insurance, speeding, license. There could be a lot of things. I always tell people, if you're not doing anything wrong and you got everything up to par, papers, everything, warrants, you're good. You have nothing to fear. Because I used to live that life and I know what it is to get pulled over. I've gotten pulled over lots of times now for speeding like crazy. But since I have all my paperwork and my car don't smell like drugs, they never ask me to step out, nothing. They give me my ticket and I go. So when I was a criminal, yeah, I made a lot of fucking comments about how the system was rigged for me to fail, blah. It was decisions that I was making. Now on these two brothers, obviously they felt like they needed to carry a gun. I mean, who doesn't in Chicago? The numbers were still on there, so they weren't filed off, so technically it was still a legal gun. They just weren't supposed to be carrying it. One already had a felony of one and the other one had another kind of case. But what happened? What happened that someone's life had to be taken? I've gotten pulled over having a gun on me, and I already know, I know the drill. I know the drill right away. Hands up. Officer, I have a gun on me. It was a different time, I guess. A lot of these kids nowadays, they think that they're really, really tough. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. They think that they're really, really tough, and I've seen a lot of dudes crack their knees after they hear what their sentence is gonna be. And this is what I mean when it comes and it destroys families. The cops, the kids, mom, all these families are destroyed over these decisions. Body cams were on, everything was seen, everything. I mean, even the brother tried to run with the gun. The other brother tried to come back, run with the gun, put it away. That's a straight Chicago mentality. But now from a simple gun case, now it's a murder and an attempt murder case. Looking at anywhere 50 to 60 years. A lot of people were talking shit about how the mom, came into the hospital and like kicked one of the cops and was just losing her shit. I mean, if I had a mom, I never had that, but I think that's what a mom is supposed to do. She's supposed to protect her cubs no matter what. Most of the times we make decisions without thinking about the consequences. And sometimes we make decisions with our emotions. Our emotions could be one of our biggest enemies if we don't know how to control them. My name's JC. I am Wrong and Strong. Don't judge nobody. Stay in your lane. Live savage. And remember, you only have one life to live. Live it out here free, not doing drugs, not living in depression. Trying to get better every day and make a difference. Remember, make an impact on somebody today. Give somebody a hug. I'll catch you guys later.